Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with another message you need to hear right now. Let's hop right into it and find out so that your angels really want you to know. From the jump, I am hearing that there were people that really wanted you to fail, wanted you to give up, but you didn't. I feel like every single time you just show up, there's people pissed off and mad that they could not throw you off your horse. At the end of the day, no matter what people wanted of you was to just stop trying, because whenever you guys show up, you make a positive impact. I feel like some of you guys may feel like you're not doing as well as you would want to, but in reality, you really are in the upswing of your life. I feel like some of the things that you guys have gone through were meant to be so that you can really show people that this is the way that it's done. There definitely was people in your life that were put in your life for a specific purpose, people that you thought were your friends, people you may have grown up around that really expected you guys to give up at a certain point. There was people that witnessed you guys go through a lot and they wanted you to secretly not get back up. They could have even sent you negativity at your lowest, but yet you transformed among the ashes. And I feel like people find you to be unnerving and they're nervous around you because of how strong you are. Like there is really an energy of like, do not mess with this person, because there are people that realize if you went through all that you went through and you're still standing and you're still kicking, there's going to be no stopping you. I feel like there's an energy of like your enemies or people from your past, like they wanted you to stop, they wanted you to give up. But in reality, the way that you're still standing makes people feel exhausted. They're like, no matter what I throw at this person, what I say to them, what I do to them, this person is not going to give up. And there's people that are actually tired and frustrated at your strength, at your resilience. So just know this, even if you feel like you are at your worst, you just showing up and trying is getting people shook. So imagine what's going to happen if you keep consistently showing up the way that you have done in the future. I feel like now with this new level of awareness, and now that you guys are moving yourself away from these people and circumstances, now that you've learned from experience, you truly are an unstoppable force. I feel like a lot of you are going to be going after dreams and things that you've wanted in the past with this new level of knowledge, whether it be something in your career or something with relationships. You now know better based upon your past circumstances. And I feel like whatever it is you want to go after, you're going to go after and do it. And I feel like this could be in the context of a relationship. Maybe you guys went through a breakup and this person is realizing that you now know your worth and nothing's going to stop you from finding that dream person. Some of you guys are already in that relationship, and congratulations. And I do feel for some of you guys out there, now that you really found yourself, you're really going to go out there and succeed more than ever. And you show people that you are multi-dimensional, or for some of you guys, I'm hearing multi-platform. So maybe some of you are content creators across different platforms. Like people just expected you guys to stay in one spot or go down with the ship. People invested so much energy in trying to sink your ship, but it turned out you had another one that you were building in silence. That's what I'm hearing. And you guys are building up your character, your morals, your strength, while people were just throwing energy at you. So your enemies or people that didn't like you or people that wanted you to fail, they actually just made you stronger and they created a monster. That's honestly what I'm hearing. And at the end of the day, God is never going to let you guys fail. Your heart's in a good place. And if there ever wasn't, something you were wrong about, you guys are very good at correcting yourself. I'm really hearing that. Like, I feel that a lot of you guys out there, you're really into just doing what's best for others and doing what's best for yourself. So keep up the good work. The energy I'm really hearing right now is that you got people shook and feeling more insecure than ever, because there truly was people who really thought that at certain points, you just didn't have any more fight left in you. But in reality, people probably even know the gratitude of how strong you guys are. And I do feel like God is giving you guys more strength to keep going. You may actually find yourself super inspired lately. If that hasn't happened yet, it's definitely going to happen. And I just see 333 on the clock. So I feel like you're going to be sent people as well to help you in the next part of your journey. I feel like in the past, you guys have gotten so far on your own because the people that were meant to be helping you or that you thought were helping you were actually working against you. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Actually, I caught feelings, fell out of this deck, and this is not even part of this deck. It's part of one of my digital decks. So yeah, I feel as well that the strength that you guys have make people actually fall in love with you. I'm hearing as well, there are people that want to connect with you, but deep down they maybe thought that they weren't going to like you. But in reality, you guys are really raw, you're really real, you're really authentic. Like for example, I do feel like maybe some of you guys, like if you're the boss at work, right? There was maybe somebody who worked for you who thought like you weren't going to be so cool and down to earth. But in reality, you guys are. And I think that's what makes people hate you, because they can't really hate you. Like you guys really walk your talk. And for some of you guys, you may have rules or regiments or ways of running your empire or ways of running your household that other people don't like. But in reality, if it works for you and they want to be there, that they got to abide by that. And I don't really feel like it's militant, but I feel like it's with purpose. So like, for example, like you guys may have a way of doing things that people don't like, but it gets you success. So I feel like you guys are really strong in your spot right now. And at the end of the day, I feel like those people, when they really truly get to know you, like they like, especially if you guys are like a boss of some kind, like they actually grow to love you. I really get this energy of you guys kind of growing a little bit colder and harder because of the experiences you've been through, but people actually realizing that deep down is a really caring, well-intentioned person. Like, I hear for some of you, you may have had to implement new rules or something like that, and people were not understanding it, but you did it for the betterment of the company or the betterment of society or the betterment of whatever your intentions were. I feel like you guys are as my healers, my movers, my shakers, you are meant to kind of make hard decisions sometimes that not everyone's going to agree with. And that also starts within the home. Like maybe you guys had a different path than maybe what your family expected of you or what your friends expected of you. But that is the first step in becoming who you're meant to be in this world. If you are too busy worrying about the validation of your immediate circle, you're never going to make it big in this world. So I do feel like a lot of you guys have experienced a high amount of rejection from a young age. A lot of you guys had a personality. You're just going to go left if that's what you felt called to, even if everybody was going right. And I feel like this energy makes you guys warriors, survivors. So when people go against you, they don't realize that you've been doing this your whole life. They don't realize that you haven't just stepped onto the scene, even if you're new somewhere. You know, some of you guys, like, I feel like people don't realize you've been doing this your whole life. You've been fighting for your whole life. And I do feel like things are going to be improving drastically for you guys. And again, today's message, like, I'm stuttering a little. I'm trying to get it out. Like, there has been people trying to silence you, to try to stop you. And the biggest thing that people are shook about is that you're just not going to give up. It just seems that lately you could be going stronger or harder. And lately you guys are not even so emotionally invested in the little things. It's like you have your eye on the prize and the vision, and you know that God's going to grant you whatever it is that's for you. So you're not getting hurt over minor disappointments. And I feel like that took a lot of resilience for you guys to get to this place. So keep up the good work. I feel like no matter what, you show up and you don't give up. And that is something that is so admirable about you. And that, at the end of the day, is what these people want you to do. Some of you guys, you really want to give up because the opposition is so hard, or because you're tired, or because sometimes you feel like you're never going to make it where you want to be. But just know that every day you show up is pissing people off. That's how powerful you are. So keep up the good work. And again, people love you. I'm talking about the people that don't like what you're doing, but the majority of people have mad respect for you guys. Even your haters are like, dang, how does this person keep going like this? What the heck is their game plan? People want to get in your head. They want to understand you. How is this person still going after this loss that I thought was going to be the end of them? Or how is this person still going after all these things I threw at them? Or how are they still going? Like, I thought that divorce was going to wreck them, but how are they running a business now? Oh, I thought that relationship was, going to be the end of this person trying to date. How are they already out there with a new man or woman? Like, I feel like you guys really shock people of how you bounce back. Or when it comes to work, maybe you guys have a bad day, but you bounce right back the next day and you're in a good energy. Some of you guys, you may have had losses that you couldn't hide from other people, but you show up. And I feel like that also is what being a good leader entails, or being a good person in society entails. Like, as a parent, some of you guys are parents out there, that just because you're going through things doesn't mean that you can check out. As a parent, you're still showing up, you're still doing a good job. Some of you guys, you're struggling, but you're showing up every single day and you haven't given up. I really feel like you guys have a mentality where you don't give up on who and what you believe in. And that's what makes you true light workers. And there are people who do. So just know that if you're trying your best right now, you're doing better than most people, because a lot of people out there just give up. They're like, well, I can't do this. Not you guys. Giving up is not an option here. And I feel like you guys are my collective. No matter what, you're not going to give up. If anything, you do too much. You're always waiting on that next step from your intuition, from God. And the next step is coming if you're feeling a little bit stuck or stagnant. Today's message was really strong, though. I was hearing that your haters want you to give up so badly. They can't stand the sight of you just showing up, whether it's at work or whether it's just in life, whether it's, just with a big smile on your face. I feel like a lot of you guys have a really good attitude, and that can really piss people off. Like, just that you're happy. Misery loves company. And I do feel like, again, if you guys are not the type that want to get involved with low vibrational things, you're going to have people who don't like you. I just feel like you guys don't entertain the tomfoolery. And this even can relate to dating. Like, some of you guys, like, you went on dates with certain people, or were in relationships with certain people that they were so angry about how empowered you were, because a lot of times people don't go out in this world trying to look for love or something genuine. They look for people to use, abuse, bring down. And you guys are like, absolutely not in my house, not in my space, not in my energy. And you got people shook at how easily you just walk away, and you don't need to go back and forth with others. You stand strong in your spot. So keep up the good work. And I'm hearing that you got these narcissistic people from your past speechless right now, because they can't say nothing against you. A lot of times people will bring you in certain environments and gossip about you, say bad things about you, but everyone around these individuals end up really liking you, because you guys are really cool, dynamic, multidimensional light workers. You have a light to you, and anyone with any type of intuition can see that. So I really feel like you definitely got some of these narcissistic people shook, because they could be trying to talk badly about you, and people are just like, nah, actually that person is pretty cool. I don't know, they actually do a pretty good job. Like, you got people defending you in every corner. And I feel like a lot of you guys don't realize that. Like, you may feel like sometimes the odds are stacked against you, but in reality, the odds are in your favor. At certain points, you may not have felt like that. You may have felt outnumbered, but with the power of like, just like, I mean, like the Holy Spirit, like you guys get through, you know, I really feel like you get through whatever obstacle gets thrown at you. And I really am hearing that you shut these narcissists up. So yeah, to be continued, like second place. It's so funny because there's truly people out there who wish they can like come back into your life just to be a part of it. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the main character in a lot of people's lives, the way they're so focused on you. And a lot of you guys just keep moving no matter what gets thrown at you. We got the cliffhanger in second place. It's really funny because I feel like there's someone here who really feels like no matter what they do, they're second place to you. But I really feel like this person in your mind isn't even the same realm or competition. Like, you make people constantly feel like they're in second place because although some of you guys may feel like you're down and out, there's a lot of people, like I always say this to you guys, but your flop era is better than their winning season. Like, you guys are my collective, so you are my self-improvement people, my overachievers. You're always trying to put a positive impact in the world, and you never feel like you're doing enough because sometimes you can really feel like the odds are stacked against you when it comes to the darkness or the problems that's going on in humanity. But at the end of the day, you're still showing up. I feel like that's also what makes you guys kind of unstoppable because you have a purpose that's bigger than validation, and people see you as someone that is constantly validated because people love you and you're successful and you have a lot of things a lot of people want. You're very attractive, right? And I feel like people admire those things, but you're not here for validation. You want to make a positive impact. So it could make you sick to your stomach that all this negativity and awfulness exists in the world, and you're trying to combat against that. You're trying to actually take care of your people. You're trying to do so much for others, and people are so focused on you. Like, how are they getting all this validation? How do people still love them so much? How are they still showing up? You're still showing up because you have a purpose. You have a job. You came here with a vision, right? And even when it comes down to being a parent or being a boss or, you know, having some kind of responsibility or leadership over what you're doing. A lot of people don't have that, right? A lot of people don't have that. They're slacking, right? So you guys just have this purpose inside of you that's like, giving up isn't an option. This is something that I came here to do. And whatever it is you guys have your eyes set on, you know, no matter how big or small, you do have the ability to make a positive impact. We got the late bloomer. Yeah, there's definitely people talking about the gossip, of course. There are people talking about the fact that it's like you might be a late bloomer because it's crazy that before you even entered your full form, people were trying to take you out and down because people saw your potential. But it's crazy that you haven't even reached your full potential yet. I don't care how old you guys are, you're still going up the ladder of success. And I do feel like you have a slow and steady wins the race energy that some people may even sleep on you or underestimate you. And all of a sudden you're at the top, you know? So keep up the good work. I'm also hearing that hidden in plain sight. It's kind of like the energy where God and your angels were protecting you from certain things until you were ready for it. So I really feel like, you know, now that you guys are ready to pop out again or go after something you really wanted, you're going to shock people at how well you do. Got the cameraman. Yeah, some of you guys are planning on maybe being on camera more. At the end of the day, some of you guys really don't want to be on camera. Some of you guys are not even on social media. You don't want any of this BS, but people seem to watch you and be so interested in what you have going on. And it's because you're divinely guided. Like I kind of, you know, with this cameraman card pointing to the angel, like it's kind of like angels are all around you. And when you have that type of power, people don't know what to do with it. And there is an energy around you like that screams at people, especially these narcissistic people, you better not mess with this person. And they get so agitated, like, what about this person ticks me off? Why can't I feel like I can mess with them? Why can't I feel like I can't get in their head? Why can't I control them? Why doesn't my manipulation work on them? It's because you're divinely protected and they might not even realize that. But when they do, they got another thing coming. And there are people that realize that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about. They find your good heart to be an act, but in reality, it's your truth, you know? And I feel like a lot of people are not actually as good-hearted as what they put out there. People actually find that you're more good-hearted than they even expected when they get to know you. You got the hot seat there. Yeah, people want to catch you off guard. They want to catch you off your game. But in reality, you guys came prepared. You got the notes. Like, I kind of am getting energy of like a paparazzi, like coming up to you and trying to bombard you and make you act out of character. But in reality, you end up just swaying the public's opinion, you know, or someone may try to take you to court and make you look bad, but in reality, they made themselves look like a fool. Like, things always turn out in your favor, even if it doesn't seem like it. You may sometimes lose the battle, but you're not going to lose the war. And I'm hearing strategy, like, you may not feel like you're strategizing. People are strategizing to take you down and failing, but God is strategizing your life plan, and it has been laid out for you before you even knew it was there. So keep up the good work, guys. Keep up the good work. We got the daydreamer, and then we have the reassuring rose. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you really do have big goals and dreams, and all you really need is a little push and a little reassurance that you guys can go out there and get it done. Hey, that's what I'm here for. I really feel like you're doing a good job, and yeah, I do feel like God is sending you guys better people to help you, to reassure you that you are doing a good job. Including this message here today, because when you're doing so well, you'll actually have a lot of people that won't even compliment you. Because number one, they figure that everybody else is, even if they're not. And number two, jealousy, animosity, and they're mad that you're showing up when they could never do that. They could never. Your angels are reminding you guys that, you've been doing a lot. And so don't forget to have fun, relax, rejuvenate yourself. We got past love and, yeah, a lot of times when people leave your life, they find themselves to be so bored, so stagnant, and they realize that a lot of the fire they had within them was coming from you guys. And it's like to bite that energy cord that was feeding you. It's a funny thing, and you guys may realize that a lot of times you actually have so much strength than you can even imagine, but it's just these narcissistic ass energies and people draining you. We got passion here. Passion's coming back into your life. Oh my God, the gossip card came out twice. Okay, people are talking about the fact that they can't even corner you anymore. They can't even access you anymore. They can't even catch you off guard anymore. They can't even find out anything about you anymore. They can't even talk to you anymore. You probably blocked a lot of people or stopped talking to certain people. And yeah, people are saying you're unpredictable. There's definitely people talking over here, and people are also talking about the fact that you got options in life. You got options when it comes to work. You got options when it comes to love. And yeah, why would you settle for these situations and people that were never for your highest good? So keep up the good work, guys. I really do see that people are talking about the fact that somebody mature has noticed your strength. And I feel like this could be in the workplace. This can also be in regards to love, and that people have also noticed that you continue to glow up, and that also makes people shook. It's like almost like kind of unreal how good you guys are looking lately. We got receipts. That is so funny. I really feel like people will try to throw you guys off your game, put you in a hot seat, make you guys look bad, right? But you guys bring the receipts. Like, you guys are so prepared spiritually for whatever gets thrown at you, even when you don't realize it. And this is the thing, like, you guys got all the receipts, and there's a lot of times where people try to sit down and talk about you, or some of you guys I heard try to get you fired or try to get you kicked out of something, and people come back with the receipts like, oh, well, I don't know, like, you're saying this person did X, Y, Z, but it says here that they actually are doing a good job. Like, you guys, and it's like, you may not have even had the receipts, but other people have the receipts of you actually doing a really good job and performing and showing up. I feel like people are actually spiritually protecting you guys right now more than you think, because there were things that had happened behind your back that people have tried, and other people have interfered. Like, no, like, I have the receipts. This person's actually innocent. Oh, you said this person slacked off at work, but I have the camera footage and I see you actually sitting down. Like, there's so many times that God has put people in their place trying to put you down, because people will try you guys. People will try you guys. They want you guys out of whatever environment you're in, because you are the light in that place. You are the shine in that place. You are the star in that place. You are the star of the show. And yeah, I'm hearing someone try to kick me off my own show. Like, I feel like maybe someone tried to kick you off your own thing that you created, your own planet you created. And I feel like you guys don't need anybody, but when it comes to your vision, God will bring you the right people. Don't join in on plans and other things going on that don't revolve around what you came here to do. You'll know in your soul if something's a good opportunity, because some of you guys may be getting opportunities to interview at a different type of job, or some of you guys may get opportunities to just interview in general or collaborate on some new ideas. And yeah, of course, it's good to get started on new things, but I'm also hearing that you'll know if something is right for you. The opportunity is right for you. And you guys come with the receipts. So people receive you guys very well, because you come across as well-educated, well-studied, and you shut people up. You got changes. Yeah. People are talking about the changes that you guys have made for the better. Debt. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys will be getting out of debt, or you've gotten out of debt really quick and fast. And people are really impressed by that. You've had people who tried to put you in debt, but in reality, you bounce back. And it's funny, the people that are talking about you need to check their own credit card statements, Wow, the light just went out when I said that. And that's crazy, because I hadn't had that problem in a minute. So you definitely have people that really try to put your light out, trying to make you fail. Sorry guys, had to fix my light. But yeah, I feel like you have people that try to do background checks on you and try to check up on you and see if there's anything that they can use against you. And there's nothing. You're divinely protected. So don't worry about that. Some of you guys are afraid of really stepping out and shining because you think people are going to retaliate against you. But in reality, you're divinely protected. So even if people try it, they're not going to succeed in the long haul. No one's going to stop you from what you came here to do. And I feel like, again, some of you guys have invested in things that people thought was going to fail, but in reality, you could be really succeeding, and people don't believe that. And I feel also with the cryptocurrency, maybe that's something to do with someone around you or you guys. Like, I feel like you guys have a really good gauge of what you shouldn't be investing in and what is a scam or what isn't good for you. You're very divinely protected. So I actually feel like God, your angels, blocks you guys off from bad investments and things that aren't for you in the long term. So you may think that you took a loss or you didn't get that job or you didn't get that opportunity. But in reality, you were actually saved from years and years of a bad investment. So yeah, keep up the good work. Again, people are talking about how you bounce back really fast, especially if you guys had a debt or an issue with money, or you paid someone back, like you're someone of your word. Maybe people are talking about that as well, that they're surprised how you actually paid someone back and you know how good of a person you are. Like there's situations where people have tried to use things that you guys have gone through against you, but you guys always show up in a way where you prove people wrong, that you really can go after, you know, what it is that you want in life, or you really can bounce back, or you really can be a person of your word is what I'm hearing as well. Creativity. People are actually really impressed with how creative you guys are. I actually feel a lot of you are going to be getting a lot of creative ideas pretty soon because you're in a really good mindset. And payday, yeah. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be paid for things that you've worked on in the past, or a lot of people are going to be paying you just to show up, dressed to impress. People are saying that you guys look really good. Oh my gosh, I'm so done with this light right now, but you know what, guys, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, there's a lot of people that definitely wanted to put out your guys' light because this is so weird how this happened 2 times in one reading, but you guys always persevere. I also feel as well with that light to dark, you guys look really good in the daytime and in the nighttime. People are really surprised how you clean up outside work, how you guys are never caught off guard. You always look like very presentable. People are impressed like when you guys do show up to like informal attire, you look really good. So some of you guys may be going to an event where you're wearing formal attire, or I'm hearing as well that someone has seen you out in formal attire, or that you always seem to be dressed very formally and very elegantly. So if you guys have invested in looking better and feeling better about yourself, you're doing a really good job. And again, yeah, I just feel like people don't, like, I'm really getting the energy of like you guys are running a race, and then like it could be like neck to neck with a few people, but then at the end, or you could even fall behind a little bit, but at the end of the race you get this surge of energy and you end up being in first place. Like, this is the energy I feel about you in your life. Like, you guys are that person that people never see coming, that you're still going to show up, that people underestimated. And I feel like this is an energy you guys have carried your whole life that made you into a warrior, made you into a survivor. There is nothing that will stop you guys. Just like the light going out will not stop me from getting this message out. A lot of you guys, you listen to the video more than you take in the visuals anyway. Let's see what else we have going on here. Hopeless romantic, and then we have leap of faith. Yeah, I feel again that not to make this a love reading, but there is somebody here who sees themselves in you. Like, they feel like these qualities are so admirable and they want to ask you out. And again, I'm telling you guys, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl or whatever you identify as, your personality is something that is very attractive, and a lot of people will seek after, and sometimes for the wrong reasons. When you are someone who is hardworking, when you're dedicated, when you are of your word, when you're generous, when you're kind, when you're loyal, when you show up for people, when you're good to your friends, good to your family, like, you have so many amazing qualities that anybody would be happy to date and be around. But certain people, they want to take advantage of that. We got dating here, and then we have freedom, and we have gifts. There's somebody here who finds you guys to be very gifted and talented. They definitely want to be part of your life, but they're afraid of coming across as stealing your freedom or your destiny. Like, someone is trying to be very respectful of you guys and what you have going on. I do feel that a lot of you guys also have a lot of new love entering in, especially if you're single, a lot of new people you're meant to meet. I feel like now's not the time for you guys to overinvest in anyone or anything that just isn't making you happy. A lot of you guys, you haven't even reached your peak season yet. You're still on the up and up. So don't settle right now. And that is when it comes to work, when it comes to contracts, when it comes to opportunities. Like, some of you guys really wanted something right now, but I'm just hearing that it wasn't the right time. There's something better coming. So don't stress when things fall through. But the biggest message I am hearing today is that people really thought that you guys were just going to take yourself out of the game. Like, you've had people try to bully you out of certain environments, but then you showed up stronger than ever. I really feel like you guys had this situation happen, even if you didn't realize it. Like, people truly try to take you guys out of the game, but you're succeeding. So that's the message I have for you guys today. I really feel like you need to know that you're doing a really good job and that people expected you guys to fail, but you really are succeeding. And I feel as well for you guys that there's a lot of people out there who are reflecting on the fact that they really tried to take you out, but they made you stronger. And there's people out there who actually regretted going against you because you guys just ended up like 10 times more successful. You took that experience and made money out of it or made yourself better. Like, you guys are the type of person, if someone insults you, you're going to fix it, work on it, show them how they're wrong, and show them up. Like, this is the energy I'm truly seeing. And even if it's not your intention, God's like, let me show them. Don't come after my person. You're not going to come after my person. This person works for me. This person's with me. And I feel like you guys have that soul contract to your purpose, and you're never going to shift that focus for petty little things that don't matter. And again, I feel as well, you guys are not narcissistic, so you are open to criticism, to change, to grow, to evolve other people's opinions. But what you're not going to do is have people take you off your path that God has placed you on. And you know in your heart when that is the truth. And that's what I'm seeing. You know, I feel like certain people have placed you in certain environments to try to hurt or humiliate or embarrass you, but you always dodge that bullet. And I feel like also if people try to take you into certain circumstances to kind of like put you down, it backfires on them and they end up looking bad. And I feel like you guys could have done that to somebody where they actually tried to make you guys look bad, but they ended up looking bad because look who's still winning. Look who's still showing up. Look who still looks badder than ever. You guys watching. I just did a live and I was calling you guys my baddies and my daddies. So, you know, my men out there watching, my women out there watching, you guys truly are an unstoppable force and your angels are advising guys to keep going. And yeah, you really got some of these haters to stop talking about you because number one, they're realizing that they're getting bad karma for doing it. And number two, they're realizing that nobody is picking up what they're putting down. No one's believing their BS anymore. No one cares to listen anymore because they've gotten clear signs to stop talking about you, stop trying to bring you down, and stop trying to stop this person from doing their purpose that God has sent them here to do. Like, the people have gotten the signs to cut it out, and they realize that they are now failing at life because they try to go against you guys. So keep up the good work, honestly. There really are situations where people are reflecting on how they gossiped and talked badly against you, and it only backfired. It only backfired, and no one's buying it anymore. I feel like there's someone here who really is interested in you guys romantically. Again, like I feel like they feel like you guys are kindred spirits, like you've had similar experiences. So yeah, again, people, like I always tell you guys, don't give up on love, relationships, friendships, because there's people out there fighting the good fight in the same way that you guys are. And again, I apologize for the flashing lights over there. It's actually like these lights I have set up in my room. I kind of changed my setting today, which, you know, I kind of felt like mixing things up, but my light didn't want to work. But I kind of feel like everything happens for a reason. So we got these flashing lights here, which really shows me that it's showtime for you guys. A lot of you guys are getting opportunities to show up, to be on stage. Like, the flashing lights kind of remind me of like paparazzi. Like, people are trying to take your picture, be around you. And yeah, you guys are realizing that not everybody's gonna make it to your VIP. Hell, not everyone is gonna make it into the club or get invited to the club or be on the VIP list, let alone afford the cover price at the door if they're not on the list, okay? Now, you know, you either gotta know somebody, work your way in there, be somebody, or got the money to enter the club. You guys know that I always do the club metaphor for those that haven't followed me for a while, but this is the truth. Like, how can you hate from outside the club if you can't even get in? Like, that club is trash. It's because you can't get into it. And it's just a metaphor for your guys' life, you know, your energy. I don't care if you like to go clubbing or not, but you know, your girl Alice, you know, likes to party. I love music. I appreciate all of that. But these days are just kind of cute to myself. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Queen Alice Love. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today's message I really liked. I just feel like there's people trying to take you out, compete with you, and you left them speechless because even in their wildest dreams, they are not your nemesis. They're not your enemy because you don't even pay them any mind. People wish that you even saw them as that because of how high up you are. But in reality, I know you guys don't really feel like you have enemies. You just really have people that stand in your way and you push them out of your way or you walk around it. Like, you guys really don't waste time going tit for tat for people that aren't on your level, no matter how much people try to instigate. And it's definitely been happening in the past. A lot of times, a lot of you guys don't even notice. Oh my gosh, we got 2-on-2 competition sent home. Literally, you know, most of these fights, like, God fights for you, so you guys don't really have to worry about it. But I feel like there were situations where you guys have fought people or stood up for yourself, and it's got like them shook because people like underestimate how powerful you guys are. Because I just feel like you guys are my low-key people. You don't want any problems, but heck, you know, a lot of you guys do have some fire in you, and it's meant to be that way. You were created for the purpose of combating narcissistic energy in society. So a lot of you guys may be face to face with them a lot, whether it be work or friendships or relationships. So you guys did a good job standing up to a narcissist, I heard recently, and you guys may not even realize that these people are that. But you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you call them, you know, just energy vampires, haters, people got nothing better to do, people need to get a life, dusties, crusties, whatever, right? So that's what I'm hearing for you guys. I feel that a really good proposition is coming into your life, a really good opportunity, because you guys are showing up. That's the thing. Like, it kind of reminds me of this one time I was listening to some inspirational message, and this guy was like talking about how he invested a lot of his money into a YouTube channel, and then he wasn't really getting any views, but one of the views ended up being someone really big that put him on. So don't underestimate, you know, your ability to reach the right people. the biggest thing that happened is even though that guy wasn't getting views, he was still showing up. And because he was showing up and presenting himself in a certain way, it actually got results. So if you're being called to do something, don't let any naysayers or people stop you from doing that. It doesn't matter if you guys feel like it's not getting the results that you want. And you're not being delusional about it if you're being called to do it. And I really feel like, again, you guys are really good at redirecting your energy when something isn't for you anymore. Even when it's successful, you're like, this isn't for me anymore. So if you're being called to show up and do something, there's going to be an opportunity coming out of it, even if it doesn't make any sense. You guys are really good at listening to your intuition, even when it feels like you hit a roadblock or there was something that happened that really hurt or disappointed you. That was a stepping stone to your destiny. And God uses these haters as stepping stones to your destiny, whether it is to teach you a lesson or to directly put you in the focus of other environments where they see you guys shine, they see how you act in these certain situations, and you outshine people so easily. So again, keep up the good work. What a lot of this opposition wants is you guys to give up. If you just keep going and showing up, you're going to get results. That's the message I have for you guys today. Whatever it is you have your mind on, just keep showing up. Because this is why you're pissing people off. Because if you keep showing up, you're going to be connected with the energies and people that you're meant to. Okay, one bad date. Don't give up on love. Because with that right person, you're going to have a powerful dynamic. Okay, that job of your dreams. Don't stop interviewing. Okay, that career that you want. Don't stop auditioning. Okay, content creator. Don't stop creating, guys. Like, you're going to keep going and going and going and eventually reach that big break. So keep up the good work, okay? Just because one thing goes wrong doesn't mean you got to throw out the whole thing. My lights went out. I still got the message through. It went out twice, whatever, right? I feel like I'm here to show you guys not everything needs to be perfect. And I actually know about that. I have a Virgo moon, right? So it's like there were times in my life where I just had given up in the past, but I no longer am like that. I'm not allowing little disappointments to stop me from doing what I came here to do. And I feel like you guys are my collective, so you're in the same energy. Just keep showing up. You showing up got your haters shutting up. That's what I'm hearing. And if they're coming to the show to speak, then they're boosting your engagement anyway. Literally. I feel like if people are showing up for you guys to hate on you, you're doing something right too. So keep up the good work, guys. I really feel like you're doing amazing, and God is telling you guys your big break is coming in whatever your vision is for yourself. And that's going to look different for everybody, but that's the message you need to hear right now. Keep up the good work, guys. I love you guys. And again, a lot of decks you see here are 70% off. You guys can check out my links below. And this Final Rose Tarot, whatever they love, I have a 15% off as well. Again, links are in the description and also in the comment section. And I'll see you guys all next time. Love you guys.